Hi there, my name's Gareth and I'm an English vaper. Today, I'm not doing a mod review today, I want to do an Ejuice DIY recipe tutorial for Blackpool rock. Now for those of you who don't know what Blackpool rock is, it's a stick of rock. In England we get sticks of rock and they're refreshing, sweet, crunchy sweets basically in a stick form, hence stick of rock. So in a Blackpool rock is basically a pepperminty, mentholy, sweet, crunchy taste. So I've replicated that. I've got the ingredients that we need here. There's only 4 ingredients that you're going to need for this. Well, I'll say 4 flavours you're going to need for this. I've got all the stuff that we need to make it. So it's a very simple, very fast recipe. I'm going to make 30 mils. I'll show you how I make it. I'll give you the percentages that you need. I've also, at the end of the video, I will put on an app. I use I've got an Android phone, which I'm actually recording on now. But the Android phone's got an app on it, and the app is what works out all the percentages that we're going to need for this actual recipe. So again, I'll go into that. I'll tell you the recipes. Sorry, the percentages of the recipes as I'm going through it. I'll show you the video at the end with the app, and then you can piece it together and you can actually do it yourself. I'll give you a nice explained way of how to work the app and what I did in this video to the video that I'm going to do in the future, as it were, with the app. So let's get started. I'll just reset the camera so we can then have a... You'll see my belly, unfortunately, and then I can go through the process of how to do this for you. Right, here we are. Excuse the rotund belly, but this is the VG, vegetable glycerine, that I'll be using. And this is the propylene glycol that I'll be using. I've actually put them into smaller bottles, so obviously they're easier to use for the mixing process. So I just wanted to show you those. Got all of these from eBay. Let's pop those to one side. So this here is me vegetable glycerine in a 100ml bottle. This here is me PG, my propylene glycol. You're also going to need a large, you can see that, this is a 20ml syringe, a 10ml syringe, and a 5ml syringe. Also, I like to use a 1ml syringe for the nicotine, but I'm only putting in 1 milliliter, well, 1 gram, I think it is, milligram of nicotine in this actual mixture, just to show you. So here's the ingredients you're going to need. This is your flavouring. You just need a simple menthol on its own. You'll need an ice mint, or some sort of cooling mint. Also, this is super sweet, but the actual labels come off that one, unfortunately. And this is a peppermint. Now, you don't need to use... These are Flavour Apprentice, the 2 smaller bottles. You don't need to use those. It's just what I've got in stock at the minute. But like I say, I don't think it actually makes much of a difference. I've tried it with the cheaper peppermint and it works just as well. So, right, what we'll do is we'll just grab a bottle quick and we will get... Right, here we are, we have a bottle. Now, let's get started. So the first thing I like to do is put the nicotine in. Now this is 72 millilitres, 7.2% nicotine. Sorry, that's 72 milligrams, 7.2% nicotine. It's 100 mils in this bottle. So this is what I always start with. I get the nicotine in and out of the way. So we just whip the top off. Use your 1 mil syringe into the top. Pour it up. I need for this 0.4 mils, because like I say, I'm only on 1 milligram nicotine myself. Take that out. We just pop that in there. I'll put that to one side, bowl there. Right, that's that syringe for me now, finished. I don't need to use that again. Let's move this out of the way. Right, the next thing, we'll get the propylene glycol. Now the propylene glycol, there isn't much that goes into this, because I do a 70-30 ratio for my flavourings. And on this I need 0.2 millilitres, so 1.95, sorry, 1.95, so just under 2 mil. Oh, a little bit too much. And there. That's that. So we just spin it around. I know it's a silly way of me doing it, but there is 1.95 mil, as close as I can get it. So that goes in there. pop that in there. So that's the nicotine and the propylene glycol portion done. We'll keep this one. It's got propylene glycol in it, but what we can do is we can reuse that because the flavours that I have also got propylene glycol in them. So we will now do the VG. Now the VG is which is the large one. So this is where I use the 20ml syringe, and we actually need 20.5ml. So if we pour it into here, I have markers on here. Oh, a little bit of a drip. I have lines on here that say it's 20 mils. They actually rubbed off. You get what you pay for in syringes, it seems. Because it did have numbers all down the side, and I've just marked it with 20ml and a 10ml marker line. We will now put this in. So that's the nicotine, the VG, and the PG in. So what I'll do is, like I say, on the actual app that I show you at the end of this video, it will all tie it together. It will all make sense with the percentages, and I've put 20ml of that, and I've put 1.95ml of this in. It will all become apparent when I show you the app at the end of the video. So don't panic thinking, oh, how much has he put in? Why is he only putting 20ml in? How does he know this? How does he know that? It will all tie together at the end. So that is the base. The base is in, the base is done. Nicotine, PG, VG. Now it's the fun part. Now it's the flavourings part. So we need 10% peppermint. So this is the peppermint. So I'm going to put 10% peppermint. So 10% of the 30ml bottle will be 3ml. So I'll just pop this back out again. Take the lid off, and we will put in 3ml into here. So this is 3ml of peppermint. This is your main ingredient at 10%. So that goes in there. 3ml of peppermint. Now, menthol is at 7%. So we will now pop the lid on that. Let's get that out of the way so I don't put it in again. Now menthol is at 7%, so we will put in 2.1 mils of this. So simple as this, 2.1 mils. Squeeze her in, squeeze it. That's it, perfect. First time, look at that. Now 2.1 mils of menthol. Now we need, for the third ingredient, is the ice mint. Now the ice mint is 0.9 mils, which equals out to 18 drops. So we're just going to drop this one in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 drops of that. That's the ice mint. That's going to be nice and cool now on the back of your throat. Menthol we've done with the syringe. And this is the super sweet. This is it gives it the sweet essence at the end of the nice peppermint flavour. This is a small amount again. This is 1 mil we need of this, so it's about 20 drops. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There you go, 20. Bro. Maybe one more in there. Too quick for me. Right, so that is potentially how you make Blackpool Rock. It's one of my all-day vapes. I've been vaping it now for about a month or so. But like I say, it's a minty, mentholy, sweet stick of rock, Blackpool Rock. But like I say, for those of you in England, you'll know exactly what that's going to taste like. And when you do try it, if you are watching this video and you are making it, or at least you're just writing down the percentages, and you're going to make it at a later date, fine. But I mean, leave some comment if it is good. Leave some comments in the description below. I think it's great. It's like I say, it's one of my all-day vapes. So again, like and subscribe if you like the video. And like I say, at the end of the video, I'm going to pop on the app at the end of it for Android phones, so you can do this with ease, just like I do. So like I say, again, like and subscribe. If you like and subscribe, I'll put some more on. I've got a lot of other flavours that I've done and created myself. And I'll be happy to put them on if people are willing to watch, which is brilliant. So like I say, stay tuned. After this, it'll go and skip to the end video where I show the app and I'll walk you through the app so you can make this yourself. But for now, thanks very much. Right, here we go. This is the app section of the video. So this, if you look at the top corner here, it says Liquid Recipe Manager Lite. So that's what you want it to look. Looks like a little beaker with fizzy pops coming out the top of it. So what we'll do is we'll click on that. We will then come back and you will be shown this screen here. You want to create a quick recipe there at the top. Now, this is where you enter your details. So your nicotine base, like I said with the nicotine that I was using, it was the 7.2%, 72 milligrams nicotine. So like you can see in the top, I have put nicotine bases at 72 milligrams. Nicotine type, mine is actually a VG. So if you've got a VG nicotine base, and you'll put VG, if it's PG, you put PG in there. Now then you type in your target nicotine amount, which like I say, I'm only on the 1 milliliter. You go to here, this is the next one down here is the amount to create, so that's your bottle size. So if you were doing a 20 ml bottle, you just type in 20 mils, like so. Now, you go down another one here, this is your flavouring amount, so this is your first flavour. So like I said, the first flavour we've put in is the peppermint, which was at 10%. So that's the 10% there. So 10% flavour, peppermint, and it's a PG based flavour. So then the secondary ingredient was the menthol, which was again at 7%. So you type it into your app there, 7%. The third one was ice mint, which is at 3%. So you just put 3% in there. And then the second one, sorry, the fourth one down here is also at 3%. So then you go all the way down to the bottom. If you've got more flavours, which like I say, if you subscribe, I'll put another couple. There's a nice strawberry cheesecake one that I've done, which is lovely and creamy with a nice little hint of biscuit on the exhale, which is superb, which takes a lot more flavourings. So if you've got more flavourings, then you just put them in here and in here. But like I say, all my flavourings are PG. So again, 72 mils at the top. Your target nicotine is 1. The amount you're going to make. Your flavour percentage for the first flavour, peppermint, 7% menthol, 3% ice mint, and 3% super sweet. So then we go down to the very bottom, and this is your line here where you actually choose the ratio of your PG VG. And like I say, I like to do mine at 70-30. With your 70% VG, you get a nice cloud, and the 30% of the PG is what carries the flavour. So then you're getting a nice strong flavour come through as well. So you've got the best of both worlds there. So like I say, if we're making 20 mils, you can see at the top there, your nicotine base is 0.2. See that closer in. Then your propylene glycol there, look, tells you to put in 1.4 mils of propylene glycol. Next one down is your vegetable glycerine. It says put 13.72 mils in of that. And then your water alcohol, I don't use that. It's just PG VG mix for myself. I mean, you by all means, if you want to add your water alcohol to it, then you can put it in there. You put in how much you want, and it will tell you in millilitres how much to put in when you type in your percentage. So your first flavour there, look, is 2 mils because we're doing 20 mils, which is your 10% on the side here, which is your peppermint, 7% there, which is your menthol, so that's 1.4 millilitres. And then for your 2-3%, which is your ice mint and your super sweet, you're going to put in 0.6 millilitres. But as you can see from the side here, you also get a drops indicator as well. So I mean, for your smaller ones, obviously your 0.6 there for your ice mint and for your super sweet, just put 12 drops in. I mean, you can go as far to say as the 1.4, 28 drops won't take you too long. It's just obviously when you're doing your vegetable glycerin, you don't want to be doing 274 drops, hence why I use the syringes there. But that's the app that I use. It's a fantastic app. It takes all the effort out of figuring things out. It does it all for you, calculates it all for you. So like I say, when I do another video, I will do the exact same thing. I mean, I will probably put this tutorial video for the recipes in the future for the app on the end of each video that I do, so you know exactly where you're going. But yeah, like I say, I can come back out of this for you. There it is, look, at the top there, eLiquid Recipe Manager Lite. This is on Android. I'm sure they'll have the equivalent on Apple devices also. But this is the one I use, and it is superb. I think it's fantastic. It's as easy as that. I've just given you the amounts that you need to type in: 10%, 7%, 3%, 3%. You put it into the calculator. Boom. You add that to your bottle. Obviously you alter the size of the bottle, you alter your nicotine, and then you can alter. I mean, by all means, when you've actually tried this recipe for yourself, you've sat here, you've made it, you've done it, you've smoked it, tweak it. It's very simple to do. You think, actually what I'll do is I'll come back out of the app. When I did it, I thought it was a little bit too much menthol or a little not enough menthol, so you just tweak that, put it to 8%, 6%, and then you go back into your finished product again and it'll tell you exactly how much to put in next time. So, like I said, like and subscribe. If you like the video, subscribe and I'll put some more on. And I'll obviously do some more mods in the future. I've actually got the Coolfire 4 TC100 on its way. The oxidization or the oxidized edition, which is the full silver, like they used to in the original one. And I've also got a couple of other mods on. An E-Leaf Pico 75 watt, which is the all black version, which is a new version, the all black version. And a Kangatech 160K box. So I'll put them as and when I can. But yeah, there we go. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you get the all-day vape that I did. Thanks very much. Goodbye.